All right, hold your thought there. Let me get in more reactions coming in from corporate India. It's pouring in thick and fast. And we have with us Mr. Adi Godrej, one of the tall leaders in corporate India, joining us. Mr. Godrej, Nisha here. Now, wanted to know, it's a good news, Satya Nadella getting the top job when it comes to Microsoft, getting the position of CEO. Of course, the engineering, the IT engineering talent of India is something that the world has applauded time and again. But this comes as a huge bump up when it comes to the position of India in the IT sector in the world.
I would say this is a very good thing for India, that an Indian has been appointed the CEO of such a large corporation like Microsoft. And I think it's a great feather in the cap of India. And I would like to congratulate Mr. Nadella for being appointed.
Right. Mr. Bal, coming to you on the specifics when it comes to the business operations and the acumen that Satya Nadella brings to table, what do you think are those specific qualities that will really help Microsoft, especially at difficult times like these?
Sure, that's a good question. If you look at, Satya's performance over the years, right? As I said earlier, Satya is a very, visionary kind of a leader, right? And he has a very strong will to bring change for Microsoft, and especially his focus on cloud, and the agile software development for the organization will definitely bring, positive change, as he will be more focused on investing in R&D and developing and strengthening Microsoft solutions, software and solutions portfolio. So I believe, Satya's strong experience, especially on cloud and agile software development, will help Microsoft.
Right. Mr. Godrej, coming to you then, do you think that now with this we have broken in, or that glass ceiling on top has been broken by Satya Nadella, and there is a chance of more corporate India participants to really make it to the top when it comes to the global footprint in the big companies of the world?
Well, there have already been some CEOs in some of the large companies of the world from India. So I think, of course, this probably is the largest sized company, I think, which has appointed an Indian CEO. So it's a great sense of pride. And I would like to say this is a great day, because two great Indians have been awarded the Bharat Ratna after 4 years today, and now this excellent news of Satya being appointed the CEO of Microsoft.
All right, hold your thoughts there, Mr. Godrej. Mr. Bal, coming back to you about the acumen that you spoke about and the attributes because of which Satya Nadella gets that top post in Microsoft. But also remember, consumer is one area where critics have pointed out that he does not have a forte. Is that going to be a hurdle when he fights it out with the big companies of the world from Microsoft?
I don't think so, frankly speaking, because I believe Satya will continue to have strong focus on the device strategy for Microsoft. Rather, he will be more focused on strengthening the ecosystem for Microsoft device strategy for the business. I believe Satya will get more focused on, especially looking at his experience and the kind of wealth in terms of experience he brings to the table. I believe Microsoft will only get benefit in the long run.
Right. Also, Mr. Bal wanted to understand a little about the kind of stiff competition right there at the top. Microsoft and Satya Nadella now heading it will have to compete with the likes of Apple, Google. How do you see the whole scenario panning out? And is there going to be a marked change in the strategy with this change in CEO?
Yeah, that's a good point. If you look at, we have already entered in the age of the customer. And the way we define the age of the customer is a 20-year business cycle in which most successful firms will reinvent themselves to systematically understand and serve to digitally empowered customers. So this is the age of the customer. Digitally empowered customers are forcing firms to redefine their business model, the way engagement is done. So definitely, yes, Satya's experience will help Microsoft develop, a new next generation of business model, and also solutions services that can help serve age of the customer, which means Microsoft can serve to customers so that these technology systems and processes to win, to serve and to retain the end customers at the end of the day. So I believe definitely yes, in the age of the customer obsession is going to be very, very important for organization. And that's where Microsoft can be more focused on to bring customer obsession and move beyond customer centricity, because there's always a difference between customer centricity and customer obsession.
All right, Mr. Bell, thanks so much for joining us. Coming back to Mr. Godrej, I'll let you have the last word. Mr. Godrej, what kind of a confidence booster has this particular news come in for corporate India?
Well, I think it's certainly a great confidence booster. And I think we need confidence boosters these days with the way the Indian economy is going. And I'm sure that this will encourage many other Indians to do extremely well in the world outside.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Adi Godrej, for joining us in this discussion. And it is a special programming on Satya Nadella, the India-born Satya Nadella, getting the top job. When it comes to Microsoft, it's a big, big news for India and India Inc. And with that, I wrap it here. Thanks so much for tuning in and stay tuned to ET Now.